So y'all saw that Resident Evil 8 headline? That was like,
Resident Evil 8?
Yeah, Resident Evil Village.
What are you talking about?
We're getting Resident Evil 8.
Yeah.
Is it called Resident Evil Village?
Yeah, because VILL.
It's weird. When I hear Village, I think of, like, Harvest Moon. I don't think of, like, sitting, like, going, like, I think of, like, guys going over for, like, a spot of tea.
What the fuck are...
You
what the fuck? What the fuck? I am muting you.
That is
over at Grampy's house.
Did you both set that up? Was that a trap?
I absolutely did not.
Was that a trap?
I thought, oh, we're talking about villages. I'll bring up.
Holy shit, that was a trap. Anyways, no.
That was not. I have
Wait a
no
minute.
fucking
No,
clue.
time out. How do you have that saved?
I don't. I just looked at Betty Boop Grampy's house and I went to the last
You
6
have
seconds.
that
Oh my
hotkey.
God.
You're lying.
No, I'm serious. It's not.
No, fucking okay. Look, Resident Evil 8 is Village. Like they're gonna
sounds
have
like an
like
iPhone
werewolves. Shut up! They're gonna have.
Let's
have
try
werewolves.
this again.
They're gonna have werewolves,
So
bro.
you guys saw that Resident Evil 8
Okay, that sounds
headline.
interesting. Actually.
They're going. Yeah, because like every single Resident Evil game happens in like haunted houses, except for like 5 and 6.
Yeah.
And no, 4 happens in a haunted house. It's a haunted village.
They could go residents are evil.
The first couple of hours
Village.
are, and then he's like
Village.
It's not just in a village.
Where is it?
Gigante is
It's in, like,
bigger
a
than
warehouse
whole
and shit.
village.
Well, no, it's wait. You're talking about 4 is in a village.
4 starts in a
3 is in
village.
like.
Yeah, it's in a
half
village,
of
then a
Raccoon
castle, then
Then a fucking underground lab.
no, then an island, then a lab.
Yeah.
Everyone
right.
forgets the island because it was
Yeah.
shit.
Everyone wants to forget.
They went over.
Everyone,
at
nobody
Grampy's
likes
house.
the island.
Nakami doesn't
Man, the
forget.
fact that they're remaking Resident Evil 4 is like
That
God,
bums
are
me
they?
out.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fuck.
yeah, that kind of like bums me out a little bit.
It'll happen to
like-
Gen 4 Pokemon one day.
Although I haven't
that'll really
played it yet
make me old,
because
man.
because money is scarce and I really want to play Xenoblade Chronicles.
That's right.
Definitive Edition coming out later this week on
Ooh.
fucking Nintendo
Nintendo's
Switch. Get your
Switch.
copy.
Over at Grampy's.
But I didn't end up getting Resident Evil 3, but I do hear that the combat does somewhat justify a remake
Really?
of 4. Like, maybe?
Maybe a little bit, I guess.
But it's like I don't know. If it's like... I don't know. I'd have to see it first. I just want to see... I just want to see it. I just want to see it. And
I wonder, like, what's... like,
because 4's so great.
At least
oh my
you
God,
have
4's so
at least
great.
you have a game in a series you like that you're looking forward to. Just saying.
unlike us
What a...
starved
fucking
Paper
segue.
Mario fans.
Look, man... I don't know.
Don't diss Paper Mario fans. We fucking
I'm gonna look.
hate
I'm
Paper
gonna.
Mario.
I will. Yeah, no, I will continue to diss Paper Mario fans because I know that you will do nothing about it.
I mean, Paper Mario fans fucking despise Paper Mario. Are you kidding me?
You don't have the strength to be like piss angry anymore. You just have the
No.
strength to be like
We've been
just
beaten down.
sad. Yeah, sad angry.
It's like
Paper Mario fans are in
Star
the
Trek
process of
fans.
getting beaten into silence. Yeah.
Like I'm gonna just have this like trailer muted in the background for me. It's like okay, the first thing is looking at this.
Wait, which trailer?
It
oh
the
fucking
Origami
Paper
King.
Mario.
It looks fucking
Origami.
pretty, man. I
mean,
like
the game looks good, like visually.
like it visually looks fucking gorgeous.
sure.
And there's the whole like I know people
I
bitch
gotta
about like
say,
the white
though,
outline around Paper Mario. I personally think it gives some kind of depth in the
I
space.
still don't like it, really.
I
Really?
really don't
Okay.
like it. Yeah. Well, the thing
I
about
think it
is
gives
that
him a little depth. But like
I think it's way too
then
thick.
there's this whole opening with like creepy Origami Peach, which is
I like
hey,
the
that's
cult
cool.
aspect of it.
Yeah, it was like very
A
creepy
cult
and
villain in a
eldritch, and now
Mario
there's like
game.
all this horror shit of like things
Well,
turning into
that-
like
this
They're
happens a
making,
lot
like-
in Mario
they're
game
making
trailers
the,
where like a little like cool event happens
Mm-hmm.
and then people in the comments are like, "Look, Mario's badass now."
yeah.
They did it like a
Plus,
million
this is
times
the
in
only way
the
that
past
Mario
10
is getting
years.
into arms.
They're turning
Yeah.
they're turning the second arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX into a Paper Mario game.
Oh my god.
That's obscure.
That's a
you need
fucking
to explain that.
Good. Okay,
Cult
so the
arc.
second arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is like a cult springs up on the island, and every time you lose a duel against this cult, you get indoctrinated and mind controlled into it.
A Yu-Gi-Oh cult.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The obelisk blue dorm gets
you lose, and they're like,
that
right.
is for
The
real.
dorm.
What happens in Yu-Gi-Oh GX?
That's literally the second fourth of the show.
That's absurd.
I love it so much.
So I
fucking love that show.
I think that right now, I don't think that you know what okay. It could be good. It could be good. It could be good. And I think there are two good things that we can look at. First, or that we can at least wait for. We can wait for the combat trailer.
Mm-hmm. Wait, we already have a combat trailer, don't we?
No, we don't.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure.
We have, I think there's a video that
let me
exists.
check. I'm on YouTube right now. I can just look. Oh my god. Drink beer fast. The battle. Okay, combat. What the fuck is this?
It's turn-based combat.
Yeah, it's turn-based, but they're like
literally.
on a.
It is turn-based combat.
Oh my god, Andrew. Andrew, you must debase yourself like this. That doesn't look bad. Looks interesting. I can see ways that could be interesting.
I just hope it doesn't get repetitive quickly.
It's turn-based combat.
Andrew, have you ever played a JRPG?
Not turn-based combat. As in, like, instead of having to battle, you have to line them up first before you can do it.
No, I know what you're talking about. Like, I'm saying, like, every JRPG has, like,
Andrew, do you want to play Radiant Historia?
No.
Oh, fuck. I need to play Radiant Historia. I hear that game's fantastic.
You don't have to line up the enemies in Radiant Historia before you can even go
No,
about.
Andrew, no, that's not what we're talking about. I'm saying, like, every single JRPG has the problem where the combat can become repetitive if the enemies to fight are not interesting. It's like the worst dungeon in Persona 5 Royale is boring. It's boring thematically. It's boring because the final boss is really lame and uninteresting. And it's boring because almost every single enemy in the dungeon is not fun to fight.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's usually
like you have not touched the definitive edition or whatever of Persona 5.
I haven't played Royal in like a month because that dungeon really just like it killed any desire I had to return to the game. Which sucks because I know it gets way better. I'm aware.
Call when you were getting through that dungeon, you sounded like they were just murdering.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you heard me going through that. Yeah, no. See, the thing is that dungeon immediately comes after the high of like what is currently my favorite dungeon in the game. So it was like it was a little crushing. I'll probably get back to it at some point, but like that doesn't mean that P5R is bad. I actually think it's fucking incredible. It's incredible that it. I was gonna save this for my recommend segment, whatever.
That's fine.
I was going to I've played through the first about 25 hours of Persona 5 original vanilla. And so, going back to Royal, I wasn't really looking forward to playing through those 25 hours. I was shocked to find out that I was having a great time going through that original content again.
Like
fantastic.
The original content in vanilla, was it just not as engaging, or?
It's not that. No, it's that I was just worried that doing it again would just kill my interest in the game.
Okay.
Like so soon to having played Persona 5 vanilla, it's just like, because I've like. This has happened to me before with, like, Borderlands 2, where I've played that opening to Borderlands 2 so many times, it has effectively murdered my interest in ever playing another Borderlands game again. Because I am so deathly sick and tired of waking up in the snow, looking at Claptrap, following him to his lair, seeing his eye getting stolen by the giant bullymong, going through the ships, going to fight some bullymongs, going to the town getting attacked by bandits, shooting the bandits, talking to an old British guy. The old British guy lets me into a base. I go through the base, get shot by a tank, shoot the tank, go up a series of ships that form a tower, fight the final boss, and then leave. I have done that 6 times.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
I genuinely hate it.
I had kind of the same thing where I've played through Final Fantasy V 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
That's right.
And it's like, it's not that the segment itself is bad.
But it's just like, the beginning.
But it's like,
that
problem with the game, like, that problem with Borderlands 2 specifically, was like, the second time that I played through that, I was like, fuck, I really don't want to do this again. Playing through Persona 5 Royale, I'm already wondering how my New Game Plus run is going to go.
Oh, nice.
I am genuinely that invested, because I actually do want to play through it twice, because I'm having too much fun.
That's some good
It's
shit.
just that Dungeon 5 really... You cannot possibly be over-prepared for how much Dungeon 5 is just the worst.
Well, damn.
It might be on purpose, and I can honestly understand why. And that understanding should lead me to playing the game again. It's just, I've got so many games that I want to play, man. I don't know. I'll get to it at some point.
Well, relevant to like being able to get into the story. Another reason why a lot of people don't like the new Paper Marios is that like the original 2. This was posited in a video Andrew showed me. Is that the original 2 were like legit stories on their own. And that the new ones are just
wasn't the one on the Wii good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that one's a good one. It's
like
just
those first 3 like were stories, but the new ones they're just like Mario parodies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like oh, I think my main problem with the new games is as dumb as it sounds, and this isn't like where all of my complaints stem from, because there's a lot of like gameplay issues, like especially with Sticker Star. And from what I've heard of Color Splash...
What do you mean gameplay issues with Sticker Star? You don't need to fucking play it. Like...
Look, I'll get into that.
Yeah, I saw a gameplay breakdown for that. That looked genuinely awful.
Yeah, it's fucking garbage. But, the thing that bugs me about it, especially now, to just show, like, the difference in priorities from what was... Like, the first 3 games, the paper aspect was non-diegetic, essentially. It was just a cute name. Like, and the only time that paper was even brought up was to, like, break the fourth wall.
Like a little gameplay
break the fourth wall for a gameplay mechanic.
Like Mario gets cursed.
It wasn't important
into a
to
paper
the story.
Yeah, and they don't even really, like, it gets built up as, like, I remember it was just some entity that was just, like, yo, bro, I'ma curse you!
That's right.
You get cursed now!
It was a crumbled piece of paper. But it wasn't like... and I am a bit... That's what happens, actually.
That's basically it.
What happens is it's...
channeling Ric Flair.
It's very, like... I remember, to put an example, like, when I beat Thousand Year Door, Super Paper Mario... like Paper Mario 1, there was this real sense of like, this story is coming to an end, and like it really feels like this long journey you've been on, and like this, like it has a point, and it's real great. And when I finished like Sticker Star, like Bowser, they all meet up, and then it's like, hey, you can't steal it again, and then they all laugh, and it like pans up and fades to the white like an episode of Thundercats, and I wanted to like. So it's almost like the paper element is.
I was thinking that kind of.
The paper element's very. It's. I don't like the fact that it's diegetic, because that's not what the games were about. That's not what made them good.
I think
when I think of Paper Mario, I don't think of the paper. Like, the paper isn't what made it good. And that's why, there's a lot of like
choice.
Yeah,
I will say though that is what made it memorable. Like, that is what makes it stand out from other
that's the
Mario
stylistic
RPG
choice.
titles.
Yeah, that is the stylistic. The same way like Mario.
I adore it.
Yeah.
But now it's like now it's so much. They're just like tumbling head over ass right into like, oh, paper. Did you know? I'm a piece of paper, Mario. I'm Paper Toad. And my creases folded on the wrong side of the bed.
Wait a minute, you motherfucker! You stop right there! I heard what you were trying to do with that joke format. I will not allow this.
Oh no! I just picked up on it. Yeah. What
happened?
That was like a Justin Roiland type joke.
You literally just did Pickle Rick.
I'm Paper
fuck.
But that's what it's like.
Wait, you didn't do that on purpose?
No.
That's what it's like, I swear to God.
We have to set the scene. I was tumbling down a little Justin Roiland rabbit hole the other day, and I found an old 2007 animation he did for MTV called Mr. Sprinkles. It's like the worst fucking
me,
thing
Mr.
I've ever seen. I did not know he made it when I watched it as a small child.
No, I'm off of that. I'm now on to.
What do you want to?
You just made a Pickle Rick joke without even realizing it.
It's gotten into my brain. You look inside, put an X-ray in for my head. It's just Pickle Ricks in my brain.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The point is,
regardless,
Paper
it doesn't look
Mario's
like a game suited
humor
to my taste.
is not what
I'll probably get it anyway.
Is.
Probably return it like a week later.
Broken Ben. You have to start this podcast over.
Broken Matt Hardy. Okay.
Well, anyway, Doom.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean...
did you see that they're not even classifying it as an RPG anymore? It's an action-adventure game on their page.
No, that was one... I saw that. That was one publication. Another publication classified... Like, it was different countries.
Oh, really?
Like, one Nintendo store said it was action or adventure, the other one said it was an RPG, so...
That is telling, though. It shouldn't even be a question. Like...
I don't know. I was playing a little bit of, the fucking, Super Mario Bros.
Super Paper Mario?
Z?
No,
Yeah.
the Saga, fucking...
Superstar Saga.
Superstar Saga. Superstar Saga. Yeah. I was playing Superstar Saga, and it's like I don't see like it shares similarities with like RPG mechanics, but it also very much feels like I'm not making builds, and stats are kind of a bit of a like. Who really cares? I'm always strong enough to beat whatever enemy I'm being thrown at.
One of the bosses of Superstar Saga is like Luigi jumping on a fucking wheel or whatever. Something like that.
I don't remember. I haven't gotten there probably.
It's way later in the game.
But it's like, but the point is like,
yeah.
If it's like most of the Mario RPGs aren't like,
well,
at least from like a base level, I haven't really felt the need to get into stats. Like I've been playing like FF7 remake, and from Go, I'm just like, yo, fucking material, what's going on?
Yeah,
like I'm like losing my shit.
The thing about it is, it was always open for you. It wasn't just like Sticker Star is a fucking drain. It drags and it sucks, and it's.
Hey Andrew, what was this about not being a 15-minute rant about?
Look, I'm just fearful that it'll...
I know, I'm fucking with you.
Look, he's been dragged through the mud on this series for 8 fucking years now. I think he has earned, along with all of the other Paper Mario
stands,
the Paper Mario heads.
Your fan base is crying, and I feel your pain and suffering.
Put you right up there on the shelf next to that F-Zero and Star Fox.
But man, oh man, fucking watch the Evangelion rebuilds and you decide about sadness.
What's this Doom?
God. Yeah, hey, Doom Eternal, the Eternal version of Doom. It goes on forever. Really good game. Had fun. Fun times. Played it on PS4. Thank God. But, I did want to play it on PC. I don't anymore.
What happened to it?
Although this has recently been rescinded. It is a nice little, cute little bit of drama. Hey, do you know about denuvo?
No.
Of course you don't.
Jason denuvo.
So, what about it?
Denuvo is, it's a security program, most often used for anti-tamper, which is basically to prevent piracy of games. And a lot of companies use the anti-tamper, where, fucking, Capcom. All Capcom games that are released on PC have denuvo on them, so that people can't pirate them, and they usually remove it after the first 6 months because that's the major sales period. But I mean, it
makes sense,
Yeah, you don't want people pirating your shit when it's going to be bought the most. So put some security on it, and then okay, we can take it off because
buy it or die.
It kind of eats your CPU. I'm not even joking. Denuvo literally consumes CPU for breakfast.
Christ.
But if you thought that was bad, oh lord,
Breakfast.
no. That was the quote. That's the quote that we're going to remember from the XBoxsex reveal. Is it eats monsters for breakfast.
Wait, what? Microsoft.
I feel so embarrassed for whoever filmed that. That's got to be really,
especially in hindsight, given what we know.
That's what they'll be remembered for.
Like, as a guy who works really hard in his field, I make like the best console that my company has made yet. And then the commercial reveal.
It eats monsters for breakfast.
No fucking consumer is gonna be like, fuck yeah, I'm buying it now.
Oh yeah, I want to buy a thing that eats monsters for breakfast.
Especially when apparently it just sucks.
We'll get there.
We'll get to that. That's a topic. That's a topic.
Anyway, I don't want to step on anyone.
Okay. We'll get there. Pace yourself, Andrew, for fuck's sake. Come on.
I'm sorry, it's just so tantalizing.
Short podcast, but I don't want to be that short. Okay, so basically, Denuvo, they also have a secondary program, which is an anti-cheat software that is primarily used for multiplayer games. And this is where this shit gets dicey, because Denuvo anti-cheat is kernel level, which means that when you run it, it will scan your entire computer for like any sort of cheating software, which means that it has access to your entire computer.
That's I don't
this
like that.
Isn't as bad as Valorant, which apparently has a security software that literally runs. It starts running when you boot your computer.
Fuck.
So yeah.
Great.
But it's not as bad as that. But it was actually still bad enough that people just started trying to refund Doom Eternal.
Oh my god.
And it actually, because it got to a point where it's like people who beat Doom Eternal, like they beat it within like a time frame where the refund policy would no longer apply to them. So people were literally so desperate to refund it that they started going into, like, they would go into like help forums, or not help forums, like tech support. They go into tech support with like Bethesda or id and start citing legal documentation that would eventually just get them the refund, because Bethesda does not need legal trouble right now.
No,
especially
they do not.
after
2019.
That one.
Yeah.
If we remember. But yeah.
Remember the start of the conference where they're like,
this is the crazy thing.
To us.
This is the crazy thing.
What's the crazy thing?
Is that they didn't when I'm talking about anti-cheat, that's not the craziest thing, because like some games will go out with Denuvo anti-cheat. They put anti-cheat in a week ago. Doom Eternal released in March.
That's a bit weird, honestly.
It's been a month and a half.
The fuck?
I get like the 6-month grace period, like sort of slowly phasing it out.
Of removing it.
Yeah.
Why would you put it in?
Good.
So
it sounds like communication is a bit bad.
That was a bit dumb. It was a bit fucking dumb, is what it was.
A bit flawed.
Bethesda, once again, working really hard to just kill any public interest in their games. Like, it would not be a stretch of the imagination to presume that in the next couple of years, Bethesda could become the new EA in terms of like most universally despised video game companies.
Right now, Bethesda's there's a fucking loud siren.
Jesus Christ.
I hear that.
Jesus.
It is what it is. I mean, yeah.
My bad.
I didn't notice.
I might get it in a bit too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's right. Yeah, I forgot to mention we're now in the same country and even the same town. Ooh. I'm stalking them. I'm going to fucking stab them when quarantine is over.
You're
at least
recording
I'll be able to
it
feel something. Anyway.
In the what the hell?
In where are we recording at?
I was gonna say in the ambulance, and then.
We're recording it in the ambulance, and it was me. I'm the driver.
Yes.
Oh no, we're gonna crash! Add some fucking car sound effects.
Ralph looks like a straight fool.
Wow.
Do it, you bitch.
We're recording this from the writing room, in which Yoko Taro is not, for this new Nier game.
Nah, this is really fucked.
Oh, that's right. Oh god.
You know, I could bring it to like a larger discussion of like what is canon, what is not.
But it's Nier. Everything is canon.
Apparently not.
No, it's not. If it's not written by Yoko Taro, then it can fuck off to hell.
Oh, really? Did he publicly say
it's
that?
Apparently like
has he disowned
it's like
this game?
Huh?
Has he disowned this project?
Fuck no. He's part of. He's in Square Enix. He has no choice.
Yeah.
Why is he not writing it?
So apparently how it's gonna work is it's scenario writers that are taking stuff to Yoko Taro for approval. I just flat out, it might have relevant lore. I don't think it will be worth playing. I feel like we're getting to a point with Drakengard where it's starting to get not too dissimilar from something like Kingdom Hearts, where it's like, hey man, if you want the full context for what the Keyblade War was, you gotta play these fucking phone games, bro.
God, and the final battle where the guy from one of the mobile games is like the guy who helps. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
They show no, shut up. Who cares?
I hope the final boss of this
it's
game
like
is
people in animal masks show up, and animal masks are like the big thing in like the Keyblade War. It's like, bro, what the hell? Like, you expected people to play the fucking game on the phone?
It's like they actually
it's weird. It's weird.
The fact
too,
that they
because,
actually ended up mattering is just gives me a good old smile.
It's the weirdest thing is that like Nier Reincarnation is probably like the only franchise video game that's moved to a phone version that I've ever seen that didn't immediately garner horrible backlash.
Yeah, I just hope that the final
Professor
boss
Layton
is the final boss better be a red dragon. What if it was?
Oh, I would. Oh,
and then it would have to matter.
I'd be a mad boy. I'd tell you what right there. I'd be a madman.
And then they're like, wait, actually, Ben, Professor Layton is also on phones now.
Well, that doesn't really count. That's the thing. Is like you could do a port, but I'm saying like a new entry in the franchise.
Yeah, a new entry is also on phones.
What? Is that the one with like the girl, Professor Layton?
I'm pretty sure they're new, like brand new.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that's Ms. Layton where you get more money for finding a clue, right?
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Miss. Fuck you.
Look, it doesn't matter because she's a woman. So moving on.
Anyway.
Ben, you're drinking. Your gamer side is revving up.
Just drinking.
Just drinking.
I don't have a gamer side. That's my secret set. I'm always gamer.
I'm always gamer.
Assassin's Creed Vinland.
Let's move on. Hey, Assassin's Creed Valhalla got announced. Pretty cool.
It looks pretty neat.
Except for the part where they're being massively historically inaccurate.
And the part where the game
it's like the movie
go.
300 is made into a game.
Well, I'm more talking about how they were like the Viking goes into the house and sees the woman and child and goes, "You should go there because my Viking brothers are on the way." And
the one good Viking. Is that the story? How there's like the one good Viking? Because I don't know. I vaguely know aspects of Assassin's Creed lore where it's like VR or something.
No, well, no, that's gone now. That is actually gone.
All right.
That's been gone since I think like fucking Origins. I want to say.
Okay. So now it's just whatever. It's just
yeah.
Just
It's literally
X
just
time
like
period.
go do whatever. Look, the past couple games have been
there's
great.
another big thing where the game doesn't go.
Yeah. So apparently, according to a report from Ubisoft, who are developing Assassin's Creed Valhalla for the XBoxsex, they can't get it to run past 30 frames a second.
Oh.
It's like a rare game from the Nintendo 64. It's like I'm playing Banjo-Tooie.
I want them to release it and have it like Jet Force Gemini frame rate where it runs at the FPS.
You know, I wouldn't be too concerned hearing that in like a board meeting, because it's just like, I'm sure they'll polish it up for release, but it's like, that was a public announcement.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder if they actually can't get it to run past 30 frames per second on the hardware.
That's like a regular show, like, episode, where they're like, dude, we can't get the game to run, it's coming out soon.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
it's too
cartoonish.
It feels like, because you read it, but you feel the twinge of panic.
Yeah.
Like the person who said it is just like, ha, we can't get it to run past.
When I hear stories like this, I'm just like, oh, this poor team.
What was that one Assassin's Creed that came out around the same time as the Xbox One that was just infamously broken?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh God.
It was the French one.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the sky ships? Or is that...
No,
What?
I don't think that exists.
What's the Assassin's Creed with the sky ships?
Or is that...
Wait, no,
Assassin's
did they have like
Infinite,
balloons?
yeah.
They might have had balloons.
Was that...
because of, like,
am I thinking of Elder Scrolls? I might be.
No, it's Assassin's Creed Infinite.
Infinite.
Infinite?
Bioshock.
Oh, fuck.
What are you talking... Oh, shut up.
Assassin's Creed doesn't go good on the Xbox 4.
That's the story, folks. Thing don't go
Am I
good.
right?
Rev up your engines because Assassin's Creed. So now you
Rev up your parsec for Evo. Anyway,
I can't wait. No, I'm sticking
Okay.
on Valhalla for a second.
Okay.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the quest line where your character goes into a village that's being attacked by Vikings, and it's like, get the quest, evacuate the women and children, just like the Vikings did.
you're the one good Viking. It's gonna be a quest line where it's like you're the one
Because you're fighting.
good Viking.
This is the thing.
good
This is the
Viking.
thing that everyone, the second that trailer dropped, that cinematic trailer, the second that dropped, everyone noticed. It's like, wait a minute, that king is like famous for being like the best king towards the peasantry. Like, he literally is a king that has the Great after his name, and is known for being a super benevolent and sweet dude. And in this game, he's just like, he's the Templar, kill him.
He's like crazy. He has like the isekai.
It reminds me of this.
Of like
Oh my
Twisted
God.
Priest.
It's
And
just
he's
like, hi guys,
"Ee,
it's
hee, hee,
me, George. And it's just like, fucking die, George.
This reminds me of that one history meme that I had to load up right now because it makes me smile every time I think about it. Where it's like, oh, it's congratulations, your wealth is being repatriated. Never forget that on this day in 793 AD, a group of Vikings selflessly rescued the treasures of Lindisfarne from a great fire after the monks mysteriously and spontaneously died.
Oh my God.
Oops.
Those good Vikings.
Oh, where did those monks go? Oh.
Yeah, who would take time to sail across the whole sea just to rescue other people's
Oh
money?
man, thank God English is the way it is for the Nords to just come by and rape their way into the language.
Oh, Europe.
Oh man.
Oh, Europe. Can't you ever
Europe's
stop
wacky
raping?
antics.
Speaking of rape, Eve.
Oh my God.
Oh no! Yeah, given how Evo generally is, where the meme is that a bunch of like people who don't shower get in one room.
Is that?
How is that? How is
I thought
that
that's a
comparable?
Comic Con
I guess
thing.
that's like the Smash thing.
Yeah, that's the Smash thing. Yeah, you're right. Speaking of Smash,
Don't you know Evo is Smash? and
Assassin's
other?
Creed Valhalla.
Oh my.
That's a 3 jokes in one, ladies and gentlemen.
No, Evo 2020, it's happening. Kind of. So, it is no secret, though it might not be known by many, that online for many fighting games is somewhat bad.
So
Yeah.
It's
in light
somewhat terrible.
in light of the you're gonna mock
So-
how bad those are. Them's fighting herds, I mean words.
You are the fucking worst. Give me a minute.
Nah,
Okay.
We're fucking slamming on the gasoline.
Jesus, man. Okay. But, yeah, so EVO 2020 is happening, but it is online only, which is hysterical.
This will be the best
because
Evo.
all of the main games for Evo have terrible online. Terrible online.
Yep.
They have genuinely god-awful online. Street Fighter V, Fate versus... Fate? What did I mean? Grand Blue! Grand Blue!
You really
Phone
confused
games.
me. I was
Grand
like,
Blue
is there a
Fantasy
Fate
Versus. That's
thing?
what I meant.
Yeah.
Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, among many other games, have awful online. It's so bad. It's so bad. So...
What to do?
What to do? Well, we'll have Evo, but the main games... the first thing is that Smash is just fucking out.
Yeah.
Because it's online compared to all these other games where the online are just teleporting broken shitfests. Smash is so broken that it will not be at Evo.
Yeah.
They
that
can't
actually
do it.
It's hysterical.
It's fucking awesome. Laugh at them. Laugh at Smash and its players. Laugh at everything about Smash. Go ha 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 ha. Do it now.
I've already gotten my laughs in when Byleth was revealed.
Oh, you're still smug.
People were so pissed.
No one was pissed. No one was mad.
Oh my god, you see only the sad.
Wait, okay, no,
I watched
sorry.
the YouTube
No Devil May
chat.
Cry fans were mad.
I watched the YouTube chat then.
Yeah. You're right.
We don't like Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
We don't like anime.
So yeah. Either way, some main games are going to be Skullgirls. Yes. Them's Fighting Herds, which is also apparently very good. Haven't played it. Gonna do that though. And Killer Instinct. Lord be praised, we are getting a good Evo. We're getting a good Evo out of this. And this is the best part. This is the fucking best. Because Evo, every single time that Evo has occurred, there are massive sales on eShops for fighting games. On the PlayStation Store, on Steam, all these fighting games get huge sales. And when people see that the online for those games doesn't fucking work, they're not gonna buy those games on those sales, which means those expected profits will plummet, which means that these stubborn-ass companies will finally have to adopt the rollback netcode that is so damn good. And that
the fact that this is how it
KI,
happened,
Skullgirls, and Them's Fighting Herds use. So, fuck yes, this is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
Just the circumstances of how this came about, like
it's
you can't script it. Yeah,
the plague was worth it. The plague was worth it.
There's
Fuck you. The plague was worth it.
Silver lining.
No, it was not worth it.
100,000 people dead. Fuck it.
No.
Evo.
Evo, 100,000 people.
That's basically equivalent to 100,000
people watching Evo.
The
people
They're
who
not
watch
dead.
Evo. The audience.
Oh, we made it to a good Evo on the corpses.
On a mountain.
Meanwhile, I'm crying like on the top of all of it.
Still more people than bought the Wii U.
I'm not gonna keep going with that one. That's a little too soon. That's like making fun of like fucking 9/11 3 seconds after it happened.
On September 12th, 2001.
Oh god.
This is our podcast.
No. Okay. Speaking of September 11th, Cuphead.
Wait.
We already talked about Cuphead getting a show. Why are we talking about Cuphead again?
Is there new news for Cuphead?
There was an image.
Oh, there's an image. I haven't seen it, actually.
Yeah.
It's of
It's of Cuphead holding Mugman.
Oh.
By his head.
And jacking him off.
I missed that. I missed that whole thing where, like, people were getting upset because apparently there was a lot of fetish art of Cuphead.
What?
Yeah, I mean, there was Cuphead porn, but there's porn of, like, every character.
Yeah, you just kind of get used to that shit after
I remember
a while.
people were getting really upset about that, and I just ignored it.
Was it porn?
No.
I'm blowing bubbles.
Anyway, Cuphead.
Video games were a fucking mistake.
Okay.
This wasn't. This isn't our docket as Todd Howard doing this. It wasn't Todd Howard. It was Bethesda's
Todd Howard didn't do shit.
Vice President of Global Marketing, Pete Hines, who did this.
Oh, whoops! I thought you were talking about Cuphead.
What did Pete Hines have to say?
So I'll read the thread, because I'm not going to describe it well. It's when can we expect? I'm obviously going to be like abbreviating it or whatever the fuck it's called. When can we expect some info? Yeah, on Elder Scrolls 6. We need this, Bethesda. And he says it's after Starfield, which you pretty much know nothing about. So you're coming at me for details that are going to be years away. Just manage your expectations. To which then someone said, I can't wait for the big reveal on Starfield. I hope Todd does one of his long deep dives into it. He says, someday he will. Then someone makes a joke and said, like, Sunday? Oh man, the subreddit's gonna go insane. To which Pete Hines, probably just like, a bit exasperated, just was like, he writes, Jesus fucking Christ, you guys are impossible, just abbreviated as JFC. Enjoy your disappointment. And then he got ratioed for it. And that's basically it. It's hardly news, but because it's Bethesda, nice. I think it's like the situation of this coming about and then him getting ratioed, I think warrants some discussion, because it seems like it's one of those tweets that's like, it doesn't sound like he was really insulting every single Elder Scrolls Bethesda fan. It's just like,
he might as well. Like,
it sounds like he was about to get on the subway, and he was a bit exasperated. Like, you know what?
Well, no, that's not what matters. I genuinely think that like all customer goodwill with them is gone. Like they should have Hello Games'd it and just like,
what did Hello Games do?
They just basically after launch they just put their nose to the grindstone and worked.
Yeah.
And that's all they did for like a year and a half, and it's like Bethesda has such a shit reputation right now with its customer base. Like,
I mean, that's fair, but like Pete Hines isn't in programming.
Nothing. Sure, like, but I'm saying, I'm literally saying like they're just not. They're not gonna be doing.
I really don't see it reaching
like,
EA level.
I don't think anyone's. I don't think most people are.
It's been one hell of a.
Excited for Starfield anymore, let alone Elder Scrolls 6. It's more of just like a joke.
Do you think that Elder Scrolls 6 was just like, because it was only one of those
when the hell?
like
it was
rendered
just like
cutscenes or whatever.
Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah. Do you think that was like because they didn't really have a lot for 2018? It was just like, let's throw together this and really quickly.
It almost seems exactly like that.
Yeah.
Yep, it was entirely that. It was just that. It was that and that alone. There was nothing.
The fact that Skyrim's going to be 10 years old next year.
Good. Whatever.
Like, when did Oblivion come out? Because I don't know, like, the space between releases. Just what's the situation? Like, it's just the development so disorganized.
I don't know, dude.
Like, Oblivion was, I want to say, it was the aughts. I can say that much.
Yeah.
Was Morrowind that as well? Were they both within the same decade?
Probably.
It was definitely... No, it was 2006.
2006.
Was Morrowind within Skyrim, the same decade as...
I think so. I
was just thinking, like, the... Because when it comes to all these things that, like, we know nothing about... that they
Morrowind was 2002.
Yeah.
Then...
So it's a 4-year gap and then a 5-year gap. But now we're 9 years in.
Yeah.
Like, what is... Like the programming organization, like the organization has to be just.
Skyrim came out in 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was
that's right.
Gap, yeah. So this is probably the longest gap.
Yeah.
Meh.
2011 for fantasy franchises has to be the year where they all went, let's just not release anymore.
I think.
Like they're They did the biggest thing that they released was 76. big trash fire there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Like the communication and just it has to be just so bad.
it genuinely feels like especially with the release of the Outer Worlds, it genuinely feels like Bethesda is people are starting to realize that, like, fuck Bethesda, it was Obsidian the entire time.
Obsidian.
Who was
takes off the
they were the ones who were making
I do feel like people are getting their wires crossed, like, or at least at the time got their wires crossed to Pete Hines, because it's like, he's in global marketing, but he wasn't doing marketing. Like, I don't think people should have gotten, like, upset about it, but...
I mean, I don't really care what people think about Pete Hines. He's a douche.
Leave Pete Hines alone.
He could be a douche or not.
I just think in this particular situation, the situation was kind of pointless and a bit funny. So, you know.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Who cares? He's dumb.
It was that weird because it's like fucking articles came out about this.
You know, it's funny that you're talking about Pete Hines being blacklisted by
Shut up! Oh my god!
By the public.
What is this?
So, the Blacklist is it's
You're doing really good, Ben.
Blacklisted by the public.
I don't know what this show is. Tell me what this is.
So it's just some dumb procedural crime drama.
It sounds like it.
Fucking who cares? Whatever. I don't care. My parents watch it, you know. But due to quarantine, it's season 7. They weren't able to finish the footage in time for the season 7 finale to air. So
what happened?
What happened is, and I urge the ladies and gentlemen at home to look this up. Look up the Blacklist season 7 finale, because they animated it, and
Really?
it is awful.
What?
Oh my god, that's like it's not animated. It's
Let me
like
see this.
they're like rotating it in Premiere or whatever.
All right, let's see. What is
Oh
this?
my god! All my beer fell over my bottle.
The hell?
Oh my god!
What?
It looks like a fucking Telltale game.
I was gonna say this looks like a Telltale game.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What the hell?
This looks like that Walking Dead Telltale thing.
Yeah.
What?
It wasn't canceled after all.
They super switched between digital segments and live action segments, and it is awful. It is so bad. There's a Twitter thread that has like all of this. You can try and find it. It is just, oh man.
This is beautiful. Oh wow, they did go to live action. Those poor people who have to animate that.
Jesus Christ.
That's...
What? Yeah. Why did it glitch? Okay.
I think that's probably the
show's
because
they had to transfer they had to translate it to goddamn.
It clicked with me.
Yeah. It's so bad.
I kind of adore it though. I like.
No, that's not.
It'd be clever if it looked better.
I don't know.
They needed to put way more time into it.
I'm drawn into this kind
because
of
it's this. I think stuff like this. Do you think it was just the director, whoever made the order for this, would just fundamentally misunderstood how much time is needed?
This feels like a situation where someone offhand mentioned, like, oh, we could animate it, and then they're like, write that down.
Get it to me in like a week and a half. It's like, what the fuck? We can't do that.
Don't you love the part where he was like,
I want it.
Not pivoting his head, but like wheeling his head back and forth like a noir cartoon. Great.
Jesus.
Good job, Blacklist.
Jesus.
You really did it. Now, Andrew, tell us about...
Good lord.
The most important movie of April 2020, Trolls.
What the hell are you talking... Oh. Alright. So, we accidentally deleted the last episode by accident, so we're talking about it again now. Anywho.
I accidentally.
Oh, was it? I thought we just couldn't get the footage working. The audio working.
It doesn't exist anymore.
Okay. Well, I don't know what the reason is, but we just had to re-record, and this is the re-recording. We already talked about this before, but let's talk about it again, okay, gents? So,
yes.
Trolls 2 did really well on VOD, and Universal celebrated that fact. And they were like, let's release VOD movies alongside theater releases from here on out.
Just a little offhand tweet, you know.
And then AMC, they were like...
And Regal.
And, well, I was going to lead into Regal. But, yeah, AMC first, and then Regal followed up, siding with AMC.
Like a day later, yeah.
No more Universal movies in our theaters. You are disrespecting the theater chain business. And everyone was like, what are you doing? Well, not everyone, just most people.
Is this still in effect, by the way?
I'm pretty sure. It'd be really stupid.
I haven't seen anything new about it.
That means it's just effective immediately. No more.
That is just fucking insane.
I guess companies like Disney are hoping
which means
theaters will be open by November. So if theaters in November, you walk in to watch Pixar's Soul or something, and you don't see a Trolls trailer. There you go.
Which means that the movie theater industry is on its last legs.
Like, for real this time, I'm like
95%
certain.
Knees.
Oh, yeah. Like, if they are so desperate that an even joke at a suggestion of a loss of revenue from a large distributor is enough to send them screaming...
Trolls being the hill they'll die on.
Someone panicked.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Like, Christ.
Like, I don't know, I don't think this is an official, like, decision. I don't think that this will stay the case.
Like,
because...
I like to think that, like, someone behind the scenes at AMC theaters, like the business side, knows someone like, you gotta back us up on this, make it look like this is a good idea, because the AMC don't want to, like, admit they fired the first shot and make it seem like this is like, no, this is a bad idea, you know.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
It looks to me like an overreaction. If nothing else.
Totally. Like, if they renege on it at this point, like a month later, people will be like, "What's the point of like?"
And hey, speaking of overreactions,
what's this?
Oh, that's right.
What's
real
next?
Quick? Let's talk about another thing in the animation world, because the animation industry is full of awful gatekeeping
and awful people.
Yes.
Sounds like every community. Wow.
Like,
but over
God,
like
who's that guy that made The Thief and the Cobbler?
Richard Williams.
Gatekeep.
Yeah.
He did gatekeeping on his own production, and then he forgot he had to produce.
Oopsie. Anyway.
Stinky.
Anyway.
Stop talking about poop. I can't.
We can't edit it out fast enough.
We can't keep doing this.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
Remember the Looney Tunes episode with the because I don't. Anyway.
Are you going to actually talk about this or not?
So, this recently...
We all watched Looney's Tune growing up. They're making new ones.
Looney's Tune. Yeah, HBO commissioned, I believe, 1,000 minutes of new Looney Tunes.
Which is,
shorts.
If any of you know anything about Looney Tunes, it's fucking a lot of episodes.
Yeah,
that's quite a bit.
There's a massive amount of episodes.
Yeah,
which I
saw clips
really
of some of them. They looked pretty funny.
And there were some old curmudgeons, who I won't name, because I've already gotten a lot of...
What, out of respect?
No.
They seem to have moved on. They made new videos.
Oh, right, no, because this is your industry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and not just because of that,
there were a bunch of old pieces of shit who should have fucking died where they stood the second they made these tweets.
They shouldn't have died, but it's very, like... It's very, like... I don't think it's unprofessional at all for me to be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Because they're just like people who do anime. And it was a review of Wet Cement, which is one of the new Looney Tunes cartoons, where he's just like a Chuck Jones animator, says new one sucks, and it's him talking about like people who do digital animation don't know how to draw or animate. And the reason he brought that up was because look at the hand in this one frame. And he zooms into it, and he's like,
the correct response to this was, okay.
The correct response is, fuck you.
No, that's not the correct response. The correct response is, alright, son, whatever.
I think, you know the anatomically correct Looney Tunes hands?
The correct response is okay, boomer.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Really?
That's the correct response.
Gotta animate Lola Bunny going, whatever you say, boomer, okay, boomer.
Sure, yeah, animate Lola Bunny's giant ass flopping on this face.
Don't put that in my mind.
Yeah! And it's going like... I
thought you said you were recovering, Ben.
Recovering?
Furry.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Do you want me to take that out?
I'm gonna come over here and why would I? Who cares, right?
Do you
Who
care
cares
enough?
that I'm an ex-furry?
You were excommunicated from
what fucking like dignity
I don't care. I don't care that they kicked me out.
They kicked me out.
You're not welcome here.
Yeah, well, you know what? When some motherfucker comes up to you in a fur convention and says, I want to eat you whole.
They gang up on you.
They ganged up on me and like, we're going to eat you, and I'm like, that's cannibalism, please stop.
You're walking down a dark alley one night and you make a wrong turn.
I should, if I ever...
You hear the Banjo-Kazooie, like, burp.
I'm gonna be real right now. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be severely real. If I ever get successful in life, to which I would be expected to be seen at like conventions, for various reasons, I would commission the grossest,
oh my god,
sweatiest raccoon fursuit, just slather it up in trash and skunk juice, and just roll around.
Fucking Christ.
You just walk onto stage like that. They're like, here he is. Here's the creator of the most sellingest novel in Canadian history.
Yeah, and it's just me, and it's like the room just like has to duck the
theme song of your TV show adaptation.
Like, it's so smelly, like, physical, actual stink lines appear on my person.
Like the theme song of your TV show adaptation is playing. You're rolling on in one of those like stadium mascot.
I'm like Yoko Taro rolling on the floor.
Yeah.
And then
my hands are just going wow.
And then he.
Shut up.
Oh my god! Would you shut the fuck up about why can't we get off that topic?
So many bleeps. So many.
Andrew has a fart fetish. You know who also has a fart fetish? Jello Apocalypse.
Does he really?
No,
also, I don't actually. People are gonna believe that. I don't actually.
No, that's real. No, you didn't know.
Andrew, you have one?
No, I don't have one.
No,
I know that
do.
Jello Mr. Apocalypse.
But Jello Apocalypse also has a fart and scat fetish.
He had an
with
account.
You animators are all
how did that
cut
come
from
to light,
the
by the
same
way?
cloth.
Did he just say it, or what?
No, it's because someone just found it and was like, that's Jello Apocalypse's art, and then they compared them and was like, yeah. And it's just diaper art.
I thought it was just I thought it was just an account where he liked like pictures of shit on the floor or something.
No, it's an account where he literally drew his characters in shitty diapers. With stink lines coming off of them. And it's him.
Great.
It's him drawing it.
People are just fucking...
You animators are all cut from the same
Jello
cloth.
Apocalypse!
You gross nerds.
YouTuber who gets featured on actual ads. Scat fetish.
Anyway, Looney Tunes.
No, we know. Everyone shat on this man.
And then they sniffed the fart.
And he sniffs it and goes, ew.
I win that exchange.
How do you feel, Ben?
It was funny.
Great.
You feel
I gotta go take a dump. No! Jello Apocalypse! Get out of my room! Oh god, he's sniffing my butthole!
I hope you meet him one day and watch him just be the kindest man. Like, let me get that door for you, champ.
Yeah.
He's not, though. He's a total asshole.
Is he?
Oh yeah, no, that's the reason why I found out about this, was because he was like insulting a bunch of animators online, and then someone was like, "Don't you have a scat fetish account?"
What? Why was he insulting people?
I I don't fucking know. Do you think I give a shit about what animators think?
Because he can draw.
Animators don't have rights.
They can't draw.
The animators don't have rights.
He's a digital animator, and as you know,
we don't have rights.
Draw.
That's the saddest.
Yeah, get your own goddamn union, you sacks.
We
of
can't
shit.
because they don't count us as film, and they're like animation is just film, but it's not serious film. So you don't count on our union.
It's not real.
You're not writers because some animation doesn't have dialogue, and that's like an oversimplification, obviously. But pisses me off. Anyway, if only there was someone to recommend me some games to play to take my mind off of such a horrible state of affairs.
Well, I guess there isn't.
Goodbye, everyone. What is wrong with you?
Ben, is that you?
Whoa. We've got
Welcome to the news section of the podcast, which we'll probably forget about next time.
This section can really only exist in this episode.
Hey, no, I mean I'll just like get more like obscure games, and no, it can't because
the Betty Boop game
the next release month is it's big. I'm a man of many talents, one of which is budgeting so that I can play video games. Therefore, I buy a lot of video games. Therefore, I play a lot of video games. Therefore, my opinions on video games are fucking valid!
Do you even play as many games as me?
Because I actually play them, unlike games publications, but I won't take up anyone's time by talking about them for very long.
Ukulele,
So welcome to Ben's short game recommendations. Here you go.
Play the theme song.
These aren't short games at all. What are you talking about?
I'm recommending games in a short fashion. First up, Final Fantasy VII, not the remake. I'm saying play Final Fantasy VII first because the remake, spoilers, in 3, 2, 1, it's a sequel. Ha ha. No, but for real, play Final Fantasy VII. I've been playing it recently.
Such a great game.
And am genuinely shocked at how well it's aged.
Yep.
It's really easy to get into.
Yes, it's
so easy that I was worried you would be alienated by it because you're into like the Atlas RPGs.
Nope, it is right in the middle of a very easy RPG, but it's not like Final Fantasy X.
Right.
It's a very easy RPG to get into, but it also has a nice sense of momentum and a decent amount of challenge. Like, I haven't died, but
right,
it's still fun.
You have to pay attention.
And then after that, then you go play FF7R because that game is really fucking good.
From what I hear, I haven't been able to play it.
Gonna slap you.
If only there was someone who had a copy of it near me.
Is gonna slap you. But FF7 Remake is legitimately quite good, despite certain detractors.
I thought
it is,
from what I've seen,
it is legitimately very well done. However, it needs to be understood that the game, while it does not directly say that it is a sequel, the developers have since confirmed, in Ultimania, they have confirmed that it is, as a matter of fact, a canonical sequel to Final Fantasy VII, which means that, you kinda gotta play the fucking first game.
Genius.
People will be
some
playing
context up in your pee hole
for the next 100 years.
Next up, P5R, also known as Persona 5 Royal. Hey, did you like Persona 5? Yes? Did you play Persona 5? No? Great. Go get Persona 5 Royal. That's it. That's all I have.
Oh, really?
It's a genuinely great improvement over
earlier. Yeah.
It's a genuinely great improvement over the original and is worthy of your time. It's a long game. That's my only warning, is that it's genuinely going to.
It's an Atlas RPG.
It's a long one. But once you get into it, I mean, hey, it's great. Also, Doom Eternal, really fun game. I advise it tentatively if you can only play it on the PC, but even without the drama around it, it is still legitimately probably the best first-person shooter I've played this year, and that's not with a lot of competition, but it says something that it's fucking Doom, man. Come on.
Doom's an OG.
Of course there are problems with it. Of course the game isn't perfect. I don't care. It's fun. It's a fun game. for fun
but
guys.
it's not the best game ever made.
Speaking of fun guys, there's 101 of them, and they're charging their way onto consoles and Switch and Steam right now. The Wonderful 101 Remastered. I played through and beat this game, and I want to do it again. I want to never stop doing it. It's a fucking platinum game. Why don't you own it already? Because it was on the Wii U. It's not on the Wii U anymore because I don't have $50. You sure you don't? Go get it. You'll get the job market's fucking great right now. What are you talking about? Go get it.
Go up to Kamiya.
Go
to
Congress.
$50.
Say I want my $1,200. They give you your $1,200, and then you spend like fucking 40 of them on Wonderful 101 Remastered because it's fucking great!
It really does speak to how... That was Ben's
short game recommendations. Yeah. I'm gonna have a fucking stroke now.
It speaks to how bad the
Wii U was. That so much money was thrown at Wonderful 101's... what was it, Kickstarter?
It speaks to how bad the Wii U was that the Wonderful 101 Remastered actually runs. Fucking watch a fight against Vorkin on the Wii U and just watch the Wii U eat shit! It's hysterical.
God, what were they thinking?
They were thinking about making a console.
The Wii U is a tale of hubris.
The Wii U is a tale of hubris.
Yes.
Of hubris.
Resting on the Wii name for too long, not improving.
I remember
that's pretty much
bad hardware.
I remember being in a Target and every time there was like, that's a big controller. That was it.
And now we play games on big controllers now.
That's the recommendations that I can think of. Play good games.
I've been playing a few more games recently, yeah.
We'll play some games.
Mario Maker 2 is fun.
We've been playing... all three of us, we've been playing Warframe on the Switch.
Yeah,
fucking so
finally into Warframe.
Yeah.
Tore the Band-Aid off that, yeah.
Yep, real good game. Free,
in fact, I might play a little bit after we finish recording this episode.
Oh, wow, what a glowing recommendation.
Yeah.
I might play a bit of
It's
Mario
one of those,
Maker,
like sponsors where they're like... Eat Right Food is the good app that helps me diet. In fact, as soon as this video's over, I'm going to go on that app right now and control my diet.
Hungry.
I'm still hungry
my
for
favorite instance of that is a toothpaste commerciall where the woman's like, my teeth just feel so clean now. And then she licks her teeth and she goes, clean.
I'm going to go back to feeling my teeth as soon as this
How do we end this episode, guys?
I have an idea.